Hi beautiful people, how you all doing? Good day to you. Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Blessing and you're welcome to my Blessedom TV. In this video I want to bring to you a video that has been done by a man called Frank Schaeffer. And in this video Frank Schaeffer put forward that America, the United States of America, doesn't have a political problem, especially on the heels of the events that unfolded in the Capitol last Wednesday. You know, the President Trump supporters, they went into the Congress, even though there's also interestingly a lot of conspiracies about that, but be that as it may, he put out this argument that the problem that we are seeing in America is actually not a political problem, rather a religious problem, and especially the fundamentalism, the Christian fundamentalism of the evangelical movement of American Christians that have brought about fanatism and leading on to all these divisions and hatred and rejection and anger and all these things. So I find this video very interesting. I decided I'm going to share it with you guys, and especially I want to share this video because we always think that all the problems that Nigeria are having is because of the lack of amenities, because of the lack of infrastructure, and there's a lot of need, and most of the time the people only have religion to fall back on. And it's interesting to see this parallel as somebody can put out this argument that America is having a religious fundamentalism problem in spite of being a developed country, in spite of having institutions, hospitals, good roads, and all those kind of thing. Yeah, I find it very interesting. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And yeah, I'll let you see the video and then I'll conclude this conversation.
Hi, this is Frank Schaeffer. I used to be an evangelical right-wing extremist. I quit the evangelical movement and fled. And for the last 35, almost 40 years, I have been a liberal activist that mostly votes for Democratic candidates. My father, Francis Schaeffer, called for violent overthrow of the U.S. government in his last book, A Christian Manifesto, where he said that if Roe v. Wade wasn't reversed and abortion made illegal by democratic means, then we had a right to revolution. Well, last night when the Capitol was attacked, the evangelicals who were in the forefront of that attack were the kind of people who were influenced by him or influenced by people who were influenced by him. My family was responsible, and I was responsible as the nepotistic sidekick of Francis Schaeffer, along with C. Everett Koop, Ronald Reagan Surgeon General, people like Jack Kemp, the congressman and candidate for the vice presidency who introduced me to the president, the folks that helped me like Pat Robertson and Jerry Falwell establishing the moral majority for what happened last night. Without evangelical participation, Trump would not be president. If you want to personally thank someone who made Trump president, talk to Franklin Graham of the Billy Graham Organization. Talk to Ralph Reed, the political operative who cashes in again and again in fundraisers and makes millions off his evangelical activism. America does not have a political problem. We have a religious fanaticism problem without which none of this would have happened. If it wasn't for evangelical churches, organizations, pastors, newsletters, radio hosts going along with Trump's lies, supporting them, supporting him when he was elected, supporting him through his villainous presidency, and even to today, we would not be where we are. We have squeaked by the skin of our teeth of having a democracy this morning at all. We are only barely hanging on with our fingernails at this point. But the media does not get it. They have never taken the evangelical movement seriously. They talk about the Rust Belt. They talk about Appalachia. They talk about the low pay of working class America. All true, but they ignore because they are afraid to delve into and get into the truth of what white evangelicalism has become, which is a white nationalist, racist movement, xenophobic, myth-based. The theology is a myth. The stuff evangelicals believed in did not happen. The stuff they do not believe in, science, global warming, democracy, did happen. We are now a mockery of China and Russia. We are now a mockery of dictatorships all over the world who looked at that invasion as proof that America is failing. Vladimir Putin won. We lost. Put it that way. Now today, Trump still is in office for a few more days, and he is going to continue to do incalculable damage to America. But none of this, I repeat, is possible without understanding that we have been in a war of religion where fundamentalist evangelical white Christians and their conservative Roman Catholic allies have pitted themselves against our democracy because what they really want is a theocracy. What they aim for is America to become an evangelical Christian bigoted version of Iran. I come from that background. I knew the key players in the 70s and 80s that started all this. Trump would not be where he is today without 40 years of evangelical, hate-filled, anti-American propaganda that has debased debate on race, on gender, on feminism, has gone after women and gay people, transgenders, black people. Enough is enough. And I call on the US media and anyone who sees this video to spread this word. The party of theocracy is at the root of our problems. That's why they cling to their guns. That's why they arm themselves, because they want this country ruled not by democracy, but by theocrats that impose an evangelical fundamentalist / Roman Catholic vision of morality on America, on other citizens who do not buy into it. And that's why they tried to engineer and stack the courts. And that's why they listened when Trump rejected the election results and lied and said the election was stolen. Fundamentally, these people are not interested in democracy. They are theocrats. Get it through your head from someone who was there and helped make this tragedy happen. Even though I was a young, stupid, greedy man who changed his mind, nevertheless, I was there. It's not about politics. It's about theocracy versus democracy. Evangelicals are now the nexus of opposition to American democracy and patriotism. My name is Frank Schaeffer.
So my people, you hear from him, you heard exactly what he's saying, and he was there, he was part of them, and he was really deep inside it, and he came out of it. So for me personally, it's interesting for me also to see, especially because of the way Obama was treated and the things that have happened since the election of Obama. The election of Obama brought about a meltdown, especially also from the evangelicals, to the point that they said Obama was the Antichrist. Actually, they put out a lot of videos and made actually theories to say that Obama is the Antichrist, and there was a lot of videos putting down Michelle Obama, that she is not a woman, that she's transgender, that she used to be a man, that she's not the one that gave her to those children, that those children were, I saw this by myself. Like, I followed through Obama's election and the aftermath and everything that played on, and the meltdown it brought about that resulted in bringing back Trump. And actually, Trump came into the limelight because he was questioning the birth certificate of President Obama, that Obama is not born in America, that his presidency is illegitimate, and that he should show his birth certificate. And before that, he was sponsoring the Tea Party, and they were moving with tea, balls around the states, and they were still Christians. So it was interesting for me to observe this, and I saw that in all his presidency there was never a congregation that put forth prayers for him or anything like that. But even though Obama went to church all the time he was the president, he attended that church with his family. This St. John that President Trump was taking a picture with the Bible in his hand. Yeah, so I saw this also, and it's very, 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 very interesting for me also, especially when you see the people from my region in the southeast of Nigeria putting for their support for President Trump based on religion also, because they believe that he is been sent by God and all those kind of a thing. And when I look at President Trump, I don't see that he is a Christian. I don't see that he belongs to a church. But in the wake of Obama's campaign, I know that Obama used to go to a church. The pastor was Jeremiah, right? And yeah, I remember that there was a clip of what the that pastor was saying what America has done to black people, and that one day the chicken is going to come back to root. And there was a lot of backlash against President Obama at that time. He was still aspiring that how can he sit in that kind of congregation and be listening to that kind of sermon for more than 20 years, because it's on record that President Obama and the wife did their wedding in that church. So Obama was going to church and has his attendance there, and I think as the thing got hot, and Obama, of course, you give them what they want. I think he threw he did a speech and said something about not going to Jeremiah Wright Church again or something like that. But when it comes down to President Trump, there is no video or any evidence pointing that he is a member of any church, that he visited any congregation. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. And that maybe that he did weddings in the church, because of course he has had so far 3 weddings, whereas President Obama has only had 1 marriage, and he's still with his wife. They've raised their children. So when you talk about Christian morality, the epitome of morality and godliness, and keeping the matrimonial bed holy, I mean, Obama fulfills this, but because he didn't meet up, and everybody put up all this theory against him, and a lot of people bought all those theory against him. And then we have a complete parallel. We have somebody that's actually a millionaire, living his life, doing his thing, owning conglomerates, and doing his business and all those kind of thing. And at the end of the day, he decided to use this platform to go to power, and they whipped up all this sentiment, and he sold out. I mean, he sold out. So anyway, what do I know? For me personally, I think that I tend to believe what this man is saying, and I think that when it comes to humanity, religion is always going to be a part of humanity, regardless of how developed your country is, regardless of how underdeveloped your country is. You are always going to have religion with us. And fundamentalism, fanatism, have your say. Tell me what you think. Put your comments in the comment section, and like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye for now. Bye.